Do you guys want to know the most expensive commercial ever filmed for an Air Jordan shoe? Well, honestly, it's this movie.
Hello there, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and children.
So, a lot of us know the history of Michael Jordan, whether if it's based in the 80s or in the early 90s, depending on when you were introduced to him, the Space Jam movie at that, you kind of know the brief history of Michael Jordan, where he grew up and kind of like his childhood and what happened to his father. Or you may have seen, of course, the documentary called The Last Dance on Netflix. I actually personally own it because I'm a huge fan of Michael Jordan. What many of us may not know, though, was the story behind Air Jordan and the partnership between him and Nike. Now, through, of course, The Last Dance, you kind of got a little bit of a feel of how it was, just mainly because of the fact that Michael Jordan didn't want to touch Nike. He wanted nothing to do with Nike. He wanted Adidas, and as a back offer, of course, Converse, which, ironically, Nike ended up buying Converse years later down the road because of this projecting him to the powerhouse that they are today. The beautiful storyline of the movie Air is the fact that you do get to meet Sonny. Sonny is a gentleman that we know none of us actually know or have heard about until, personally for me, this film. Unless if you're a Nike advocate as well as a Nike enthusiast who dug deep into the history, you may not know who he is. This film also stars Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Chris Tucker, and Marlon Wayans. Oh, and Viola Davis too, and she does a beautiful job at playing the mother of this flick. Of course, that is Mrs. Jordan, Michael Jordan's mom. Now, Matt Damon, being Sonny, he is the advocate and kind of like the underdog of the story. This is very much a commercial for Air Jordans, but it's the powerhouse that Sonny is through this film that actually projects and showcases what kind of a great company Nike has become in terms of where they started and where they are at now. Not saying a lot of the deals that they've done recently or in the past are good, or of course the shoes and where they make them, but we're just focusing on the story all on its own because the story itself does keep you interested. The characters keep you interested. And of course, you do have Jason Bateman, who also plays the head marketing of the flick as well, and part of Nike headquarters. Now, with every character though, they don't really have a sense of losing anything other than, of course, Jason Bateman's character or even Ben Affleck's character, since he is the CEO. But they dive deep down into what Sonny's intuition, inspiration of really going after Michael Jordan may cost him. And for Sonny, it's basically nothing. But for Jason Bateman, he is a father who is recently divorced, who doesn't really see a 7-year-old unless if it's Sundays. So really, this is a moment where it could make or break not only the company, but a lot of people who are involved with it as well. Now, the beautiful thing that I do like about this movie is you don't really see anything Michael related. You may see the back of his head, or you may see the side of his face, which is kind of hidden all on its own, which is great because it's not about Michael. It's about Nike and the partnership with him. So it kind of puts the focus back onto the characters that you've learned throughout the actual movie and kind of puts the focus on how much this deal really does mean to them. Some people compare it to Jerry Maguire. Some people may compare it to other movies as well, which is understandable. It was directed by Ben Affleck, and though some of the camera angles, specifically between Marlon Wayans and Matt Damon's character in the bar, there's a focus issue, but it doesn't really take you out of the story itself. It is a wonderful story. It is a prolonging one as well that will hold up in terms of not only dynasty within the Nike company, but dynasty within Michael Jordan and the Jordan family. All in all, though, I really did enjoy it. Now, it is kind of one of those hit or misses on if you do see it in the theaters. Personally, you're going to have a great time either way. You can watch it in the theaters or you can watch it at home. Regardless, though, you're going to love it. So, what did you guys think? Have you seen it? Have you not seen it? Let me know down in the comments below. Be sure to follow us on all social platforms, subscribe down below as well, and we'll see you next time.